না আল্লাহ দিচ্ছে না আল্লাহ দিচ্ছে না
Going to be a tough ask for Oman, obviously, but with UAE we saw that their batting resistance or their batting impact was generally carried by a couple of top order batters. With Oman, there is a little more depth in their batting. Saw that UAE game where down the order as well, they had some very efficient batters getting some important runs. But yes, the target is a huge one. And great to see now these guys are starting to enjoy themselves because the heat is down a little bit, not too much. Still some fans fanning themselves. But these are the ones who are perhaps in the right stand, but they're getting some cool breeze hitting them.
It's a carnival. They just love to come out and enjoy themselves. Not only the big fans, yeah, but also they just love partying, just going out and having fun. And having fun is Oman. They haven't lost any wicket yet. We're into the 5th over, laying the foundation. I know the required run rate is over 10, but if you have wickets in hand, it's definitely gettable. But once the spinner is going to come on, that's where the actual test is going to start.
Yeah, that's when they'll start looking at the required rate, which is at the moment 10.17. And then they'll feel obliged to go after the spinners. But then the field as well will be spread out. Won't be easy. This is really a lifetime experience for all these players. Playing a team like India. Got a fielder there. Arshdeep and Harshit Rana, two players that I'm very keen to see today. Haven't seen them in action for a while despite their obvious talent and ability. Just couldn't get a spot in the playing 11. These two, especially Arshdeep in England. DP World Asia Cup scheduled for the Super Fours. Starts on the 20th, which is tomorrow, followed by India versus Pakistan game at Dubai on 21st. Then we have one of those rare breaks where there's no match on the 22nd. And this is when it all really builds up. And we'll get into that final crescendo towards the end. India obviously the team to challenge for the rest of Asia. Can Sri Lanka do it, or Bangladesh, or Pakistan? Which is the team that's likely to take, or maybe give India a genuine scare? Who do you think, Wakar, is the team likely to do that?
Well, to be honest, at this stage, don't see that happening. But T20 cricket, if the rhythm is right, if they found their mojo, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, I feel that these two teams can really challenge India. But at the moment, India is playing. They're just toying around with the team, using all the resources and giving everyone an opportunity. When you give opportunity to the bench, that means you use it in a real comfort zone. And at this stage, Pakistan is not. Pakistan really plays some good cricket to this India side. They have to be positive, fearless, but also smart.
The last word is key. Smart. It's gone a bit quiet. The captain, Jatinder, is resting today, Bora. Won't be resting. That match on Sunday, talking about smartness. This is the guy who's right at the top when it comes to just quick thinking, sharp thinking, reading of the pitch. The batter, the opposition, does that quicker than most bowlers in the world.
Not many bowlers I've seen played so little cricket and being that smart at any stage, at any format. his approach, I'm talking about Jasprit Bumrah's approach. When you look at test matches, it's totally different to when he comes and play T20 cricket. So changing guards or changing gears is not easy as a bowler. I never played T20 cricket, maybe a little bit, few games, but modern day batters, they don't spare you. Even if it's swinging, if it's bouncing or whatever. But this man, this is one bowler I feel in the world who's just amazing. He's got all the tools, he's got good slower ones, in swinger, out swingers, and amazing.
Bowler without a weakness. Has to get the timing right. Wristwatch. The timing was good on that one. Nice sprint for the fielder. Drags it back for his partner. 33 for the wicket. Scoring comparison for the two teams. And the first 5 overs, you can see Oman has fallen a little short. Although India in that 11 to 15 slowed down a little bit. Had a lot to do with Samson feeling the heat and slowing down as a batter, but it is on. Hardik Pandya getting run out from the wind and last long. India also wasn't in full throttle right through the innings. The required rate will start just backing the Oman team in a little while. Hasn't got a game yet. Rinku Singh is another formidable player. Got an excellent T20 international record holder. That's down the order. T2 hasn't got enough games of late. Lovely looking shot. Good timing on that one. That's going to be 4.
Well, that one really stood nicely outside the off stump for Jatinder to put it away. Fielder still inside the circle. Harshit bowled that short length in the previous over also, but this time around he got the length right, but the line was a little bit outside the off stump and gave Jatinder an opportunity to just free his arms. Good cricket by the skipper of Oman.
I love his setup. Everything about Jatinder is slightly exaggerated, very likeable the way he conducts himself on the field. Now, you're talking about a smart cookie. Now, this guy has some smartness. When it comes to somebody like Hardik, he stays inside the crease. The moment he sees Harshdeep coming, the swinging bowler gets the ball full, he goes down the pitch.
That's smart too, because you want to kill that swing. Ooh, that's not smart. Because he made up his mind before the ball was delivered, or maybe when the bowler was running, he said, I'm just going to go play that scoop shot. Didn't realize that where the ball is going to be. I think he was hoping that it'll be a similar length, a short length, so he can get under the ball. You can clearly see he's just sort of turning his bat, sort of making the bat facing upward there.